Not far from the scene of this week's triple shooting at a community center in Racine, residents gathered to talk about fighting crime. Our Joanne Paul was at today's public hearing, and she joins us now from the newsroom. Joanne?
Well, and the hearing was designed to allow residents in Racine's 1st District to help police in stopping incidents like that one at the Bryant Center from happening again. About 4 dozen residents turned out at the first major public hearing on how money from the state's weed and seed program should be used. The Racine community is in line to receive about $100,000 for each of the next 3 years under the state grant program. Residents met with police today to discuss what crime-fighting tools they'd like to see implemented in their neighborhoods. They said they'd like to see more cameras, like those that already operate in 5 areas of the community, increased. They also talked about whether the 1st District should build or renovate a new police substation. Residents say they appreciate being able to give their input.
And a lot of times I think there's misunderstanding between the police department and the community, and I think this is a real good step with dealing with that miscommunication.
People were willing to work together, and nobody was standing up and pointing fingers at anyone else and saying this is wrong or that's wrong or we have these problems and what are we going to do about it. It was more of the atmosphere that we're going to work together and make a difference in our neighborhoods. So
grants have been given out to other communities in Racine, but this was the first time a formal hearing was able to be held before the money was doled out. Ann?
Ironically, at hearings like this, people often suggest increased community center programs, Joanne, and that's where they had the violence.
And that's true, and that certainly was one of the recommendations, that they get together, get neighborhood watch groups together, and get everyone involved in helping to fight crime in those areas.
All right, thank you. Joanne Paul reporting.